Microbiome is its own universe, right? It's like, what do we mean by the microbiome? That's like plumbing the depths of the ocean, or plumbing consciousness, or plumbing, the cosmos. I mean, it's a whole universe in there. I think AI is going to demand of doctors to be the best doctors they possibly can be. It's not going to be who knows the most anymore, because the AI will know more than us always. It's going to be about who's the best communicator. Can we do better than the computers? Can we be more empathic than the computers? Can we do a better physical examination? Actually lay hands on and do, exams? Can we look people in the eyes in a way that still leverages the human touch? Can we do procedures that robots don't yet do? Now, again, every one of these things might be replaceable. But until that time, it's going to force us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be.
Right now, we don't use precision medicine as we should in IBD. And so we're going to be creating a diagnostic test that can create an objective output for physicians to dictate therapeutic response in the same way that we kind of have those precision medicine diagnostics for oncology. GI in itself is a field that is exploding in terms of biomarkers and innovation and diagnostics and testing and sequencing. And I think we didn't have that technology 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And so with big data comes big responsibility.
Awesome. Well, today, we've been building Dieta Health for 5 to 6 years. Our mission has been to personalize digestive health using AI. And today we're super stoked to announce that we've been acquired by Cylinder Health, which is the leading provider of virtual digestive healthcare. There's a huge opportunity with kind of AI agents to be checking in with patients and making sure that they feel like they're being handheld throughout the entire process.
I think that it's continual disruption. I think it is being disrupted and will be disrupted. So I think it's embracing that disruption and saying, okay, this is happening. How do we be a part of that disruption? How do we disrupt ourselves and leverage that expertise?
The problems in people who have gut issues or GI issues is the lack of beneficial functions. The biggest eye-opener for me is shift in paradigm shift from killing to restoring. So instead of coming from kill, restore, you come from restore, replenish, and then if that doesn't work, you kill.
More than half of the care occurs outside of an appointment, and that's very fundamental. Salvo is changing medicine from episodic to continuous, and that's profound. And so kind of the way Uber changed how taxis work, or Netflix changed from appointment TV to on-demand, we're moving support into on-demand. I think the human touch on top of a lot of AI applications is still important to maintain. And I still see, the risk of it's better to view AI as augmenting the humans than completely replacing them.
This is possibly going to be the largest research network within GI when both the partnering organizations are going to come together.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's largest for sure. Very, very exciting. Talking about why we should create the largest and most premium research network in the world, our goal really is to bring clinical trials and the execution of it alongside where clinical care happens today, which is really in the community in the US, and enable that at scale, right? Enable clinicians who want to practice close to the patients, bring cutting edge research close to where patients live.
It just so happens that John had been looking around and putting together a team of very, very bright people for a lot longer than I had been looking. And seems as though he had taken most of those and put them on the team of Iterative Health. And I realized that, I think if we put our forces together and the synergies of 1 + 1 = 3 would be what we wanted to do. And so that's where we started down the journey about a year and a half ago of wondering what we could do to work together and to help pull these assets to market and ultimately increase and overall improve the clinical care for our patients at the bedside.
The microbiome always seemed like incredibly exciting. Every aspect of our health has been linked with the gut microbiome. And I kept seeing all of these studies come out about how the microbiome was linked to Crohn's disease, to colitis, to Parkinson's, to cancer, to obesity. The estimation is there are about 30 trillion organisms in your gut. There's a universe of more than 11,000 different organisms that have been linked with your health in one peer-reviewed study or another.
We're super excited to launch the EndoML platform here on the Scope Forward podcast. There's a major opportunity to democratize AI research and development in the GI community. And I think it's kind of the classic exponential fallacy where you don't see the exponential coming until it's kind of passed you by. And I think we're in general underestimating the transformative change that happens when you get systems that are truly super intelligent at kind of an undeniable level. Massive change coming at us much faster than most people think.
Innovation to me is driven by pain points, right? What drives innovation is what we're struggling with right now. And I think the major pain points in GI, healthcare across the system of GI specifically, access, cost, and patient satisfaction. I think those are the three major pain points. Artificial intelligence will have to be part of your practice. I believe in the next 3 to 5 years, if you go for an endoscopic test and artificial intelligence is not part of that, then you're likely missing out on that part of the test as a patient.
I see a future not too distant where you have a human at top or human at adjacent and bunch of AI agents working for you and directing and orchestrating a lot of things. This human AI kind of interaction will become very important. Problem is that people are not recognizing it fast enough. And, even MSOs or GIs, or you talk to them, they're not recognizing. They're saying, no, the world is not going to change. No, the world is changing at more faster than you can ever imagine.
AI sooner rather than later is going to change the world. It's going to change the practice of medicine. I think if I'm really looking down the future, what is going to happen, these things I'm talking about with needing APPs and needing physicians, I don't know where we stand. I think that, there's always that humanistic value in the art of medicine, which I don't think could be replaced. But for diagnostic purposes, for so forth, you have a patient coming in and gives their symptoms and get lab. You could have AI interpret it.